Whoa! Whoa, that's so cool. Let's have an old-fashioned journey. So I received a package from Razorberry. This is the package. And I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's in the box, but I open it up, and the first thing I see is a note that says, "Be a lemon pirate." I have absolutely no idea what that means. He was like, "Don't worry about it. You'll see when you get it." I have no idea what's happening. Let's have a little bit of an unboxing and then a journey. Okay. Is this... All right, so there's this package. That's a lot of stickers. Bunch of stickers. There's some paper. There's another one of his spoons, which is always nice to have. And then we've got this right here. Okay, so okay, so we got the spoon. Look at this with the yellow, nice touch. I see what you're doing. Wash before you use. I will definitely be doing that, so I'm gonna set this aside. These are the two items, and then these are gonna be recipes for said items. I'm not gonna read these yet because I don't want to spoil it. All right, we got two items. I'm assuming one of them is sauce. This is gonna be a sauce. Now, what is this gonna be? Let's find out what the sauce is first. All right, so this is wrapped in a bandana of sort. That's a big bandana. Every sauce maker's trusty, don't break your bottles when you ship them to Brian. And the free USPS priority mail bubble mailers. We've got more yellow. Put that down there. There's a note. Oh, this is getting crazier and crazier as it goes on. Shake me up. Sucker Punch, a lemon pear scorpion. It says shake me. All right. And then we got a little C-47 here with something attached to it. Try me in scrambled eggs. Try me in a lemon pear and scrambled eggs. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds horrible. You never know though. Try me in vegetable stir fry. Try me with calamari. Try me on French toast. Now French toast, that makes sense. Scrambled eggs, I don't know if that makes sense. Baked salmon, chicken salad, New York cheesecake, English muffin. All of these make sense. Eggs, they don't make sense. Who knows? Look at how cute this little guy is. Little baby C-47. Little baby. Look at him. Look at that little baby. He's so tiny. All right, what the hell are you? Let me get my knife. Hopefully I didn't accidentally cut something here. I gotta be very careful. Whoa! Whoa, that's so cool. A little plate? That is sick. I love that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. That doesn't make sense. Is it like, do I pour the sauce in here and it's a little dipper? If not, it's just a freaking cool little plate. That is so sick. I would love to know the story behind this. Jeff, other than this being a really, really cool little dish, am I supposed to use this for something? I don't, regardless, this thing is super sick, so thank you. It's freaking beautiful. So I'm gonna set that aside. So freaking cool. Let's learn about this sauce now. Shake me up. I got it. Taylor Swift it. Sucker Punch brings villain-level scorpion heat, but stays in check by the heroic balance of bright lemon, juicy pear, and cozy winter spice. Power up your plate, supercharge your sides, add flash. I don't know what that means. Do any dish that needs a flavor rescue. Bold, bright, dangerously delicious. Meet your new culinary sidekick. Ingredients in this bad boy. Oh, and they're signed? I love it. The attention to detail here is just ridiculous. All right. Ingredients. Lemon preserves, which is lemon, cane sugar, lemon juice, pectin, citric acid. Pear preserves. Bartlett pears, cane sugar, vanilla, pectin, cinnamon, citric acid, agave nectar, water, Prosecco vinegar, yellow scorpion peppers, and salt. Lemon and pear preserves, and then we are thinning it out to make a freaking hot sauce, basically. So agave nectar, water, Prosecco vinegar for the pH, and then yellow scorpion peppers, and then salt. Thank you for adding salt. How much salt did you add? 0 milligrams of sodium. Why does the label say salt, but there's 0 milligrams of sodium on here? Is it that low? Is it just a tad of sodium? That's always my one critique with Razorberry. He likes to have it so the person using the sauce can control the sodium. You know, me, I like salt, always and forever. So I'm always like, bring on the salt, unless it's too much. Don't you dare put too much salt. Lemons and pears. Lemons, pears, and scorpion peppers. I freaking love scorpion peppers. Are probably for extreme heat and hot sauces. I think that scorpion peppers are probably one of the best peppers to possibly be using. Because I think they have all of the heat benefits of a Carolina Reaper, but none of the tummy troubles, generally speaking. You absolutely will cramp off of scorpion peppers. But as I've said a bajillion times on this channel, Reapers go directly to my tum-tum. All right, I gotta make sure I really... How hot? Okay, so they're saying it's hot. How hot? Nice little pop to it. Scorpion peppers is basically the last ingredient because the salt content is so low on this that it's not even like registering in milligrams on the nutritional label. So how hot can you be? It smells incredibly like bright and vibrant. So I'm hoping it's like kind of like a tart acidity and then like the sweetness comes in. Like I hope it's not too sugar forward. So I just did a lot of it. Okay, I can understand. Okay, so he wanted me to really shake it up because he's hoping that I'm gonna get these like chunks that are sitting right there. You see those chunks floating at the top? That didn't happen, but there's still like a ton of stuff like floating in here. This has the consistency of like a beautiful maple syrup. He has been working on the consistency of his sauces here in the last like year. And I actually think that I like this consistency quite a bit. Even though it's very thin, it's, generally speaking, it's pouring on foods that I would use a texture of this type of sauce. So like I'm treating it like a maple syrup, basically. Like that's how I'm gonna be using it. And so it soaks into those foods, you know? Like I could also use this as like a glaze for like fried items, and it's gonna soak into that too. So like this is the rare case. Like I would say this is basically a thin sauce, but with a lot of chunks floating in it. And normally I'm like, I always want some more texture to it. This is like the weird one-time case that I'm like kind of okay with this kind of texture, you know? Maybe a little bit more body to it would be fine, but like I'm not upset here, you know? That makes any sense. Anyways, let's just eat the damn sauce. All right, cheers. It's wonderful. It's always wonderful. It's always so freaking good. Jeff freaking kills it. It's so good. It's everything that I want it to be. Like I have basically no notes here. Okay, so you get this like tart, lemony pear situation. And then you get a rollover of like sweetness that's there, but it's not like a granule sugar sweetness. Like there's some sort of like maturity to the sweetness, like I said, you know? I mean, he's using agave to overly sweeten it, to continue the sweetness, which I think is fine. It has like a velvety, there you go, velvety kind of like sweetness thing to it. The heat's perfect. It goes right to the back of the throat. He's calling it hot. I would call this much more of like a high, for me, a high mild to like a solid medium on my heat scale. Like I did probably a tablespoon and a half of it. The spoon is actually a lot larger than it looks. So I probably did a tablespoon and a half of sauce. I think it's amazing. So, like I said, you get like the tartness that I was really hoping for. You absolutely get that from like the lemon and the pear. So the lemon has much more tartness than the pear. Lemon was the number 1 ingredient. Pear was the number 2 ingredient, like blending into that sweetness. And then you get a kick of the heat from the scorpion peppers. And the heat is wonderful. Like it comes in, hits you in the back of the throat, just leave my stomach alone. It comes, it goes, does its job. I might even be able to be tasting the freaking like salt. Like there's a little bit of a salt hit, like right there at the end. Like that brings balance and just brings the kind of the flavors out. He could have, there might be a mistake on this nutritional facts panel where it says the sodium is 0 milligrams. Like, it could be 0, it could not be 0. I don't know, because salt is listed on here, and there is a threshold where you don't have to, like, it might not be there, but it tastes like there's a little bit of salt. You know, I could go for probably a tad more, because I'm always looking for a little bit more, but I think I'm getting it. So this is a wonderful sauce. Absolutely freaking delicious. Would this work with eggs? Hell no. You're crazy, Jeff, if you think this is going to be working on eggs. I mean, I could be proven wrong, but absolutely not. Like, I'm going freaking chicken wings. This would be so good. Fried wings, using this as a wing sauce. Like, everyone's into this spicy thing right now, which I freaking hate. I've said it so many times. So, you got the sweet heat. Absolutely. It'd be so freaking good. He said calamari on there. Abso-freaking-lutely. Breaded seafood. Anything you'd be doing like a pinch of lemon over. 100%. Be super good. I could be doing this with some shrimps. Some shrimp would be super nice. And then all the breakfast foods in the world. I like to take his sauces and I mix them with maple syrup. So like if I'm making waffles, you know, I got a 7-year-old son at home. So like we're doing pancakes and waffles all the time. He gets his, I get mine. You know what I do? I do a combination of like some really good maple syrup and one of his sauces. Amazing. Super good. Put this on a English muffin, which he also recommended, with some killer butter. So freaking tasty. Be super good. So, I don't know. I think this is another absolute freaking home run from Razorberry. This is one of the better sauces that he has ever made. I am absolutely in love with it. And I think he is like really starting to like take some of his sauces that are just absolutely phenomenal, and he's like in the fine-tuning process, you know, like he's playing with textures now. And this is like a borderline thin sauce, and it doesn't bother me that it's this texture at all. Like there's a lot floating in here, a lot happening, and it freaking works. So I don't have many notes. I think this is a really well-executed sauce. Razorberry kills it. He's definitely in my opinion, the #1 hot sauce maker when it comes to these like extremely like fruit-forward, sweet, hyper-specific sauces. Like he exists in a category all his own. So just a wonderful, wonderful hot sauce maker. So all right, thank you guys. Love you guys. See you guys in the next. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.